By week 9 of the NFL schedule, books and bettors are supposed to have a solid grasp on the contenders and pretenders. However, in this wonderful world and wacky 2020 season, NFL betting has proven even more challenging with teams trying on both of those hats over the past 8 weeks. The best NFL betting strategy in all of this madness is to get the best of the number for your wager. With the NFL Week 9 odds fresh out of the oven, here are some betting tips for the spreads and totals to bet now and the ones to bet later. Las Vegas Raiders plus 1.5 at Los Angeles Chargers. Bet now. The AFC West spread opened as big as Bolts minus 2.5 and is quickly moving towards pick'em after another classic Chargers collapse against the Broncos Sunday. Los Angeles is now 0-8 straight up and 1-6-1 against the spread against divisional foes since 2019. The Raiders are coming off an ugly 16-6 win on the road in Cleveland, but that victory came in at 1 p.m. start, normally kryptonite for this franchise, and in less than Vegas conditions, wind, rain, snow. The Silver and Black have played their best football away from the fancy new Sin City Stadium, going 3-1 straight up and against the spread on the road this year. If you believe in the Silver and Black, or just can't bear another bad beat from the Bolts, snatch up Las Vegas and as many points as you can now before this line jumps the fence. Detroit Lions plus 3 at Minnesota Vikings. Bet later. Those NFC North foes were headed in different directions until Week 8, when the Vikings stunned the Packers at Lambeau, and the Lions laid a big stinky egg hosting the Colts. This spread opened at the customary field goal for a divisional rivalry, but Minnesota minus 3 is now heavily juiced, and a half-point hook is on the way. Detroit laid down for a lot of points versus the Colts. However, the game can really be boiled down to a Matt Stafford strip sack in the fourth quarter, which broke the Lions' back and erased any chance of a comeback. It snapped a 2-game winning streak by Detroit, which had also won and covered in 3 of its last 4. The Vikings picked up just their second victory of the season in Week 8 and are now ripe for a major letdown spot after winning at Lambeau Field for the first time since 2017. Minnesota is the poster child for inconsistency, so if you like the Lions, you may want to wait it out and get that oh-so-valuable half point at plus 3.5. Couple more picks for you. Some heads up, bet now, bet later. But in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, as I'm doing these daily. Baltimore Ravens at Indianapolis Colts under 45. Bet now. Something is rotten in Raventown. Baltimore's once mighty offense is bringing up the rear in passing yards, and reigning MVP Lamar Jackson has looked plain pedestrian over the past 4 games, struggling with accuracy and boasting a touchdown-to-interception count of 7-4 after tossing 36 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions in 2019. On top of Jackson's woes, the Ravens' rushing attack could be missing a few gears with running back Mark Ingram, a big question mark for Week 9 due to an ankle, and standout left tackle Ronnie Stanley, lost for the season with a broken ankle. Baltimore visits one of the NFL's stingiest defense in the Colts, who regained some clout on that side of the ball with a 41-21 win over Detroit on Sunday, forcing 3 fumbles, recovering 1, and scoring a pick 6 to put the Lions away. The total opened as high as 46.5 Sunday night and quickly started tickling down with one-sided action on the under. The total is set at 45 as of late Sunday night, but some books have taxed the under to minus 115. If you like a low-scoring finish in Indy, bet this under at the key number now. The last one I'm going to put for you guys today, Seattle Seahawks at Buffalo Bills, over 51. Bet later. Had this game been scheduled 4 weeks ago, this total may have flirted with 60 points. And while the Seahawks have kept their scoring output redlining through 7 games, 34.1 points per game, number 1 in the NFL, the Bills have not, suffering a major drop-off in scoring the past 4 games. Buffalo has averaged only 18.75 points since Week 5. If there ever was a team to get right against, it's Seattle. This defense sits dead last in total yards allowed and has given up 29 passing plays of 20 or more yards and 7 of 40 plus. That's just what Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and this receiving core need to get their long bomb groove back. The over-under for this non-conference clash opened as high as 54.5 at some books, but a market correction swiftly trimmed 1.5 off the top, and then money on the under booked it down to 51. If you expect the return of the Bills' big plays and Russell Wilson to be Russell Wilson, wait to see how low this number goes before banging the over. Back later.